A very warm welcome to everyone. Today on Thoughts on Education, we have with us Dr. Eshwar Maanay, the Dean of BNM Institute of Technology, Bangalore. So, Eshwar Maanay, sir, is a computer science engineer by profession, and he is currently serving as the Dean of BNM IT. He also teaches computer network subjects to third year engineering students. He has also completed his master's and is currently pursuing PhD. He believes that a teacher is always a lifelong student, and he's always keen on learning new things at every instance. Sir is also enjoys developing curriculum and pedagogy. He always looks at introducing new methods of teaching learning process. He has set up innovative labs for students in the college so that they can explore their curiosity and explore their limitless creativity. Sir also likes to travel new places and meet new people. He is also inclined towards nature photography and especially photographies of butterflies, serpents, amphibians, and big mammals. It's pretty very different, right? He also at college, sir tries to impart this kind of education to students as well. So he conducts an environmental awareness program in the big barn farm, which has a good amount of biodiversity. So it includes all age groups, and sir is very much interested for and keen on making sure that the students also learn this part of it. So we are very, very delighted to have sir today on our program. A very warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you, Tejas. Thank you very much for the invitation.
Yeah. So, sir, moving on and talking about the college in general, we'll move to the college later, but we want to know more about you, right? You have been in the education sector for quite some time, and what do you think are the things that actually keep you connected with the education sector and always keeps you moving in that sector?
Absolutely, that's a good question, Tejas. See, inherently, we should always believe in teamwork. Be it teachers, be it students, be it companies. So teamwork always wins. This is the era of collaboration, as we all know. We need to collaborate with people, network with people, and get the best out of this network. And we always should adopt this win-win policy, which will take us a long way forward. That's what we've been inculcating in the college since day one, and we believe that is the way to go ahead.
Okay, sure, sir. And sir, what is the kind of leadership style do you follow? Is it more collaborative or is it more directive? What is the kind of leadership that you generally follow in your college?
Absolutely, good question, Tejas. I personally believe in inclusive leadership. So what does that mean? Inclusive is giving everybody the opportunity to share their views and opinions, get their ideas and thoughts out, have frequent brainstorming sessions, and you never know where that particular idea or spark can come from. So always give equal importance to everyone, have a very good team, a core team, I would say, which
Right.
would help you to analyze these thoughts and put it in a structure. And we debate on these thoughts, shortlist them, and what we feel that we should implement as policy or as a decision. We have that kind of a method followed here at BNM. And I absolutely believe in inclusive leadership.
That's really great, sir. Definitely, if you people at the top management do get involved with the students, help them throughout their whole curriculum and their career at the college, that definitely gets in them a good amount of confidence, and always inspiring. That creativity also helps you, as you said,
Absolutely.
you don't know where the idea might come from.
Absolutely, Tejas. See, today, students are the ones who are teaching the teachers today. So we actually learn more from today's generation of students than we used to have previously.
Right.
It's simple because information is available at every nook and corner. At the end of your fingertips, it is always there. So you never know where that wonderful idea comes up from. So we try to involve all the students, faculties, stakeholders, including the parents and the industry personnel, to have these interactive discussions frequently, at least once a semester, so that we understand what is the requirement and how we can go ahead involving all the stakeholders and bringing out a policy which helps everybody, helps the institution grow at large.
Right. That's a really great point. And so what about the curriculum? How do you ensure that the curriculum that you're following, of course, it will be a Bangalore University curriculum, but, there are some special add-ons. What are the kind of add-ons that you are doing on your part so that you are ensuring that, along with this curriculum, this is the best that is required in the industry right now at this point in time?
Yes, of course. We are affiliated to the VTU, also called the Vishweshwaraya Technological University, headquartered in Belgaum. So since it's an affiliated college, we have very little scope for having a flexible syllabus. But in spite of that, we are ensuring to have at least one practical lab every semester beyond the curriculum and one soft skills training beyond the curriculum for the students of BNMIT. So we have brought out few laboratories, innovative laboratories at BNM for every semester. For example, in the first year itself, we have the Engineering Exploration Lab, also called the EEL Lab, where students of all the departments, irrespective of their background, are given an exposure to study basic concepts of engineering. Simple, like how does a bulb light glow? How many of them can actually answer that question?
Right.
Or what is the principle of an iron box and how does it switch off automatically after reaching a certain threshold temperature?
Right.
So these simple concepts, I feel, have to be shared with the students, and that is where the curiosity has to be, tickled in their minds. So as you know, curiosity is the best teacher. And here at BNMIT, we have ample opportunities to tickle this curious bent of mind of the student and see to it that the student gets inspired by wonderful concepts which are here and try to build on those concepts which are already being done. So that is for the first year. And for the second year, we have something known as IPL. So you must be wondering, what is IPL? IPL in BNMIT stands for Innovative Project Lab. So here we have groups of students trying to solve societal problems. And for your information, we have been very successful in having this program at BNMIT. And we have got a funding of 3 crore rupees from the government of India, DST, to help students to come out with innovative ideas to solve societal problems. And I'm happy to state that in the last award ceremony, our student got the second place all India level and a cash prize of 75,000 rupees for having a solution for a simple agricultural problem that India faced. So we're very happy to share. And in the third year, we have the skill development program, which is beyond the curriculum. Here we have students to take up innovative technological advanced courses which are not offered by the university. So students are encouraged to learn what is the absolute requirement of the current industry so that we help the students to bridge the gap between the academia and the industry. So we have faculties coming from the industry and coming and teaching our students and having a course for the third year students. And apart from that, we have placement drives, we have placement related training, most importantly in soft skills. And this soft skills training, as I told you, starts from the first semester itself at BNMIT. So we have a creative platform called the T5, which stands for the 5 essential T's which are required for a person to grow and be a successful individual. Right? So I would like to keep that as a pleasant surprise for the students. Let them go ahead and, find out what are these 5 T's which, are going to change their attitude towards a positive outcome. So these are the few things which BNMIT is doing way beyond the curriculum, and I'm very happy to state that BNMIT is going autonomous, and it will give us lot of responsibility to bring out further wonderful courses which are more relevant to today's generation. So we are looking forward for BNMIT turning autonomous.
Oh, that's really great, sir. I mean, it's very interesting that when we talk about these different labs and their importance in different years in the in that engineering course over the years, and especially when you talk about IPL, it's solving societal problems. That is something very unique that your college is doing. I'm pretty sure about that, right? And that is something that today's children must be made aware of, right? I personally feel that. And I think you're doing a wonderful job there, sir, in enlightening students about these problems and making them to come up with a solution for those kind of problems. So I think that's a really wonderful job that you're doing, sir.
Thank you, Tejas. Thank you.
So moving on, so what do you think are your particular roles and responsibilities towards the university as well as the students? Your personal roles and responsibilities.
First thing, Tejas, what we need to do is to have a very strong curriculum. That is where we feel that we can make a lot of impact. So as you said, once we become autonomous, that gives us a lot of power and responsibility to change the system. And coming to the new education policy, which brings in a lot of flexibility, and the student here is given more prominence in the new policy. And that is what we really like about the new policy. It was not always about the system, but it is more about the student-centric approach that is really very good change that we see in the new policy. And here at BNMIT, we always keep the two important things in our mind. It's the faculty and it's the student. So my responsibility as a dean are for the college, develop the quality of the faculty by having semester-wise faculty development programs, including technical programs as well as soft skills programs, even for the faculty. Because handling students is always challenging, because students are always, up to something or the other when it comes to attending classes. That is a fact. And here at BNMIT, we see to it that we encourage students to come out of their shell and bring out the best in them. So we have a lot of platforms available for students to showcase their talents. That is for the students. And for the staff, we have, as I said, we give a lot of importance to research. Our staff here, 1/3 of our staff are PhD holders, which is more than what is the required numbers for any institute. And many more faculties are in the process of getting their PhDs. In the next 1 to 2 years, we are confident that at least 50% of our faculties are going to be PhD holders. And that means a lot of impetus is being given to research. And we are having a lot of centers of excellence in BNMIT. To name one such is the Bhagirathi chip design, which is being done by the Department of Electronics. It is a one-of-a-kind project where we are trying to develop a chip and getting it manufactured in India. It is going to be the first private institute to ever undertake such a big task of creating an SoC design. SoC is system on chip design. So we have already created the framework, we have already created the lab for it, and the faculties are working on that. And it's really interesting to note that we are going to achieve something fantastic in the coming few years. We are already in talks with ISRO and the fabricator in Chandigarh to start our design process. So it's a wonderful thing. We value our faculty. We give them a lot of encouragement. We have about 175 papers published in Scopus Index journals in the last year itself. We have about 135 faculty. Of that, one-third are PhD holders, as I said, and many of them are guiding other PhD students. So here at BNMIT, we encourage projects. We encourage students to take up projects, live projects. We give funding to the students to take up projects and to see that the research bent of mind of the student and the faculty is taken care of. So we give a lot of impetus. I am reiterating that fact. So that is one thing. And the other roles and responsibilities are, as I said, having projects which are serving the societal problems. Okay, so overcoming societal problems. So we are focusing a lot of our projects to solve societal problems. And we are very happy to state that every year we have at least 20 projects which are selected and we give funding for that. And every year it is only increasing and we're very happy for that. The other things, as I say, we have introduced online learning during these times. As you know, we are having our own online learning platform where students can log in and learn the video recorded lectures. And I'm very happy to state that I think BNMIT is one or two or three maximum of number of engineering institutes which is recording its own engineering classes and giving it to the students.
Right.
So we are also conducting live classes. For that, we have received a lot of laurels. You might have heard of the QS international rankings, and I'm very happy to state for our e-learning efforts, we have been granted or rewarded with this wonderful award, QLead award from QS ranking. And I'm very happy to state that is nothing, that is our responsibilities from the management to ensure that no matter what, learning should never stop. So this is what we believe in at BNMIT.
I think really great. I mean, I feel that you and the management have instilled such a culture in the college wherein, not only students, but teachers are also continuously learning. They are also inspiring others to learn and do PhDs, as you mentioned, approximately 40-45 teachers are all PhD holders, which is really a great number for any particular engineering college, right? So I feel that it's totally a point that comes down to the kind of culture you have set in the, college, and, especially I personally like that you always focus on the societal problems and finding a solution and encouraging students, the future generation is the best way to do it. So really, really great stuff. Okay. So my next question would be that, what do you feel that BNMIT's greatest strength is? That one thing that absolutely defines BNMIT.
Well, I should credit it to my ever pillars of strength are our faculty, our teachers.
Right.
Nothing can be done without our teachers. And here I'm very proud to say that our teachers are the most adaptable, most eager, most trusting, most caring, and they have a passion to teach. We encourage faculty to pursue their dreams, to learn unlimitlessly, and we always support whatever they do. So this has been the greatest pillar of strength at BNMIT.
Okay.
We inculcate strong ethical, moral values. Discipline is a strong foundation that we lay here at BNMIT. Sometimes, the students feel that they are being, pressurized with discipline, but the fact of the matter is that when the alumni come back and share their views, they say that it is due to this discipline that we are able to grow the success ladders in our companies to a greater extent compared to all our peers. So this has been a wonderful experience at BNMIT. The morale, the ethics, the relationship, the mentoring, the counseling. In short, I would say we at BNMIT consider ourselves as a part of a family, an extended family. We always believe in that. And that is what has made BNMIT stand apart from the other institutions.
Wow, really great to know, sir. Uh, that's great. And so, my next question would be that how do you generally ensure that a healthy relation is always maintained at your university and the college?
Absolutely. See, the strongest point we have here is the ranks that have been got by our students from the very first batch has kept BNMIT's flag standing very high in the university rankings.
Right.
And to top it all, we have our faculty, one of our faculty was named as the youngest registrar evaluation of our affiliated university. That is Dr. G.N. Krishnamurthy sir.
Okay.
So he today has an experience of 2 years of working in the university. He knows all the rules and regulations of how a university systematically runs and plans and
right.
it executes all its policies and decisions. And he today is our principal. So we are very fortunate to have him as our principal. Sure. And we have very cordial relationships with the university which we have affiliated with. And I'm very happy to state that whatever requirements or demands or affiliating requirements, we have always fulfilled that, and we have always seen to it that we have gone a notch higher than what is required.
Okay, awesome. And so, just moving on to the last few questions, what do you feel, that are some of the biggest challenge if you consider higher education in general? And, what would be that one or two challenges that you see in your college as such?
Challenge is always, bringing the best out of a student. That's what I would say. We have to identify every student's potential, and that is a challenge by itself. Every student has tremendous talent, but to go and find out what he's good at is a big challenge. And here at BNMIT, I would like to state that for every 15 to 20 students, we have a counselor and a mentor. He goes and interacts with the student one-on-one and finds out what are the difficulties, what are the problems that the student is facing, and we can rectify that to a greater extent. And that has been a very successful program here at BNMIT. That is one challenge I could say. And the other one I would say is always having an updated faculty is another challenge, because the times are changing so fast. Right. The technology is changing so fast that we as faculty have to upgrade ourselves continuously. Absolutely. Compared to the previous years. Right. And here at BNMIT, we conduct workshops, we conduct seminars, we conduct international conferences on a regular basis, so that even the faculties are enriched with new technology and good research capabilities. Okay. So, and the policies, I feel, are actually coming to the benefit of the students, with a lot of flexibility given to the curriculum and the choices that you can make by having elective subjects. I feel even the students are getting what they really enjoy to study, and that is a good positive sign that we are seeing.
Right. I also personally feel that when you talked about getting to know what the students are good at is basically finding out what their passion is, and continuously supporting them in that particular field. I mean, that will ensure success for that particular student as well. That definitely is a challenge, and I feel BNMIT especially is exploring that area. Given that your talks, whatever I've been listening to, I personally feel that BNMIT is definitely exploring that area of students. Bringing in more and more labs, more and more research papers, getting the kind of faculty that is required in today's time, upgrading the faculty at continuous times, right? So I mean, I personally feel that that definitely will bring up the kind of passion, or maybe the students are able to find the passion that they aspire for, and maybe be successful in that. Okay, sir, my last question.
Yeah, I wanted
Yeah,
to add one point to
sure.
that. So even during our last few months where we could not conduct face-to-face classes, our faculty and we had an understanding or MOU with Coursera, where a lot of our faculties got this opportunity to upskill themselves along with the students. So even in the comfort of their homes, they were upskilling themselves. And that's a beauty of online education, I feel.
Right.
Uh, and online education is here to stay no matter what.
That's true. That's
That
true.
is for sure.
That's true. Definitely. Sure, sir. And my last question, or rather, I would want your advice on, the current and the aspiring students who are just starting their, student career in higher education. What would be your advice to them?
Absolutely. I feel today's generation need a little bit of commitment. I feel they want to shift their choices very, very quickly. I feel that will not stand in good stead for a long, successful career. Sticking on to a company and growing till you reach the highest order in the quickest possible time is one thing I would definitely like to advise our youngsters, rather than jumping boats at the fall or at the jump of the card. So they need to stick on, they need to grow themselves in any organization, and end of the day I feel that they should always aim to become an entrepreneur, because India is changing, India is growing. We need more entrepreneurs. We need more job givers than job seekers. And that is one message I would definitely like to give our students, that no matter what, give it a shot at being an entrepreneur yourself. This is a game changer, and the situation is tailor-made. Given the rise in the intellectual wealth of the country, the youth have most responsibility today to make a lot of positive impact and change for the future. So definitely my strong suggestion is try to become an entrepreneur and a job giver.
Right. That's really very, very, motivating. At the same time, I hope that this will reach out to a lot of students, and they are able to take something positive out of this and try and explore entrepreneurship, because that this is the time, after you have started your career, that is the time when you start exploring entrepreneurship. And in the initial crucial 10 years after you have finished your higher education, that is the time to explore and fail, not be successful but fail more, right? To know more and learn more, and that is when you can be successful in your long career ahead.
Yes, for in this regard, we have an ED cell at BNMIT pages,
Okay.
which encourages students to take up entrepreneurship. We have regular seminars, workshops, and we have people who have done very well as entrepreneurs to come and give advice to the lot of challenges that an entrepreneur faces initially, right? So here, I'm very happy to state the presence of an ED cell
Right.
at BNMIT.
Wow, great, sir. Great. So that's all, sir, from my side. Thank you so much for taking out this crucial time of yours and trying to talk about the college, and at the same time inspiring a lot of students as well. I especially like a lot of things about BNMIT, being the societal aspect of it, problem solving, being congratulations on you on developing such a culture inside the college, wherein the students, faculties, you yourself are learning at this point in time. I think you are the perfect example of lead by example, right? Wherein the dean itself is doing a PhD, so it will definitely reach out to the faculty, and they will be much more inspired rather than of any other institution. So I think the credit definitely goes out to you here, sir. So very congratulations on that. And thank you again so much, sir, for taking out this crucial time and interacting with us. We are really delighted to have you today on the platform. Thank you.
Thank you, Tejas. It's been my pleasure to share my views and to reach out to a lot of students, and wishing everyone a fantastic career ahead. Thank you very much.